That was so fun. That was so fun. I just had to take a shower. That was too good. I just had to cleanse myself and take a shower. Oh. Funny thing. Funny thing. You know what's funny? Isaac, he didn't deny anything. He didn't talk about anything. He didn't answer for his actions against Frank. Who's this, Haley? Okay, alright, well, alright, let me go to where me and Isaac are talking. Check, oh yeah, I'll go to where Isaac's on here. Okay. Woo, that was some good shit. Tenmei, what's up? How you doing? You know what? You know what, Tenmei? You can say it. I'm obsessed. But ain't nobody gonna fucking defend Frank like that. Ain't nobody gonna defend Frank like that. Nobody. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. Do you hear me? Ain't nobody gonna stick up for Frank like that. Nobody. Not one fucking word. Primo's been here for how many months? And he didn't know what the fuck Frank did. And I finally remember what the fuck happened now. I finally remembered. Oh. Okay, so Frank's uncle was basically flirting with some of the guest mob women. So Frank was kind of put in a hard place, you know, because he couldn't because it's like, you know, if he talks shit to his uncle, I mean, you know, you know that Latinos have a hierarchy in their family. There's only so much you could do, and you know that shit. So anyhow, Frank didn't really do anything or talk about. Frank didn't really defend the women that Frank's uncle was flirting with. So that's the first time he got fucking exposed. That's the first time he got kicked out because he didn't go against his uncle in favor of defending the women of Guest Mob who Frank's uncle was flirting with. So he threatened to expose him. He exposed his family. He exposed his address, shit like that, number. Can you tell me anybody at Guest Mob's gonna fucking do that and defend Frank? Who knows? Isaac might turn on him again, right? Isaac might fucking turn on him again. So, you know. He might. Never know. Hmm. He might get a smarter version of Frank. Anyhow, let's react to the stream. Let's react to it. Let's go. You're gonna notice something. Isaac just steamrolls. He doesn't defend his actions. He does nothing to defend his actions. Watch. He just steamrolls, and everybody just fucking sucks it up, takes it up the ass, and like takes his word for shit. I have some of the proof though. But yeah, he exposed his family, Frank's fam and stuff. There we go.
Primo, you please.
Okay.
I mean, the links in the chat.
Oh, the links in the chat.
Oh yeah, that's when Isaac's coming up. Watch. Mm. And then we're gonna react to my interview with my mother. Okay. I touched grass earlier, Jason Parker. Why don't you defend Frank? You know the bullshit Isaac put him through. Why don't you defend Frank? Okay.
Okay, well, if other castball members want to talk to me, they can come on my stream. All right. Well,
No.
I'm sorry you're mad.
No,
Sorry.
look, I'm not mad, Fucko.
One day I'll see I try to help you out.
I'm just
How do
tired
you
of your
know?
bullshit, Fucko. Because like I try to be your friend.
How
How
do you
many
know
times?
that?
And you keep on
How do you
smacking me.
knew Isaac was coming up? I already knew Isaac was coming up. You know, because earlier you see me calling it up. Oh, did Isaac text you? Did Isaac text you? Because his fucking Facebook was pinging. Which usually means Regina George is mad. Which means Regina George is in her bills. Mm. Let's go chicken sandwich. Anyhow, yeah, so there we go.
How many times I'm gonna take
That's
it?
not smacking you. I defended you. Okay.
Okay, so let me make something clear with you, Flacco. Would you be okay? Would you be okay if I asked you?
Give it. Can you do that thing any louder, Isaac? Always pissed. He's fucking pissed. You hear that, Quad?
Flacco, why are you so fucking weird?
Why am I so fucking weird?
I don't know why you're so fucking possessive and weird, and why do you talk
so
about
fucking weird? You're
Nikki?
obsessed.
Why do you talk about
You're
Nicole's
literally fucking obsessed.
See, I'm bringing up Nicole. I'm bringing up Nix. I'm answering this question. Why am I so weird? And then I brought up 2 points. Nicole and Nix. He's over there talking about Nix and saying, oh, we didn't know she was this and he didn't know she was that and she's a liar. And he's talking about Nikki, about how her porn pictures are out and she had nothing to do with it. Yet he's talking about fucking Nikki's ex who supposedly beat her. So I don't know what the fuck. You know? 5 people in hell here, whatever.
fucking porn pictures and all that.
Other than me,
why are you talking about Nikki?
Life?
What?
Do you have anything in your life other than me? You're fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. Going to school. It's like, why are you bringing this up? This is all shit. Yeah. I feel like Primo needed to know, okay? I feel like Primo needed to know all the bullshit you said and did. Can you blame me?
No, you're fucking weird. You're fucking weird. Talking about
Trisha G isn't going to defend Frank from what Isaac did. Coda isn't going to defend Frank to what Isaac did. Nobody's going to defend Frank like I did. See? Nobody's going to defend Frank like I did. Now Trisha G. Now Coda. Not be more. Ron. Not GT. Not artery, not artsy. Nobody's gonna defend Frank. In fact, all Isaac has to do is say fuck Frank, and everybody and his chat will be fucking empty as hell. Let's go.
About my
Fucking
sister,
crap. Get some pussy.
sexual
Get
acting
a
my
job.
sister,
Get your own place.
talking
not
about
paid
your
by
wife,
fucking
ex-wife's
mom.
fucking porn
You're a fucking
pictures.
retard.
Yeah, you did talk about his wife porn pictures. And then I bring up this Huckade shit.
Honestly, you are a legitimate fucking
That's all he has. Call me a retard. Like bringing up the fucking interview, which is fucking cropped up, and it's not a full unedited interview. It's like bits and pieces. It's like bits and fucking pieces. Yeah.
retard. If you were to die tomorrow,
So
no one
mad. Oh
online
my
would
god,
give a
you already
fuck,
did
and
this
your family
already.
would even give
You
a
already
fuck.
said this already.
Your family would
Yes,
be
they-
fucking relieved. Nobody gives a fuck about you in your
Mr.
entire fucking
Primo,
life.
this is as a
In your
guest.
entire
This is
fucking
as-
He just steams, bro. He knows I fucked him in the ass right there. He knows I just fucked him by bringing that shit up. He's pissed off because I had Primo on and I told him a little bit of the background. Okay. Oh man. Okay, hold up. Let me. All right, let's go.
as a
world,
guest.
not one person gives a fuck about Flacco. How does that fucking feel to know that?
He's just throwing out ad hominems. No, how could you say that? I didn't do that. I didn't do that to Frank's uncle. I didn't threaten. I didn't dox him. What are you talking about, Blanca? What are you talking? He didn't. No denial. I mean, it's just, he's not even denying it at all. Not even denying this bullshit.
How's it feel to know that literally not even your
Primo,
own
this is
family
the
gives a
man
fuck?
that
Your own sister
that
don't give a fuck about
Isaac.
you. You have been a burden on everyone in
Do
your
you want
fucking
to tell
life.
Primo
You
how
are a
you
burden on your fucking
threatened
mother. You're a
to
burden on your fucking sister. You're a
Frank's
burden on
uncle?
I'm trying to catch all my fucking mental faculties here. Which is why I'm kind of stuttering, because like, what a good time to stutter.
society. You're a burden.
But I get on the wagon. Give me a second.
Everyone that thinks that
Let me see what the chat says. Hey chat. Okay.
you're a fucking friend of theirs. You are a
Do you want
complete
to tell
fucking
Mr.
burden.
Primo all
and your
the fucking doxing you
disability,
did on
your
Frank's
one
family?
fucking leg,
You
and your
want to tell
three fucking
Primo
fingers.
how you doxed
Nobody
his
gives a fuck about you.
house?
You are
Do you want
You're
fucking.
just steamrolling. He is pissed off. You don't want to answer shit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's just steamrolling. He's pissed off.
tell
Weird.
Primo
You will
how you
never have
threatened to
happiness in
deport
your
his
fucking
uncle
life.
before he
You
passed
will never
away?
get married
Do
and
you
have
want
a
to tell
fucking child.
Primo how
You
you
will
did
never
all
have a
that? Do
family
you
of
want to
your
tell
own.
Primo what
You
a
will never move
harassing,
out of that fucking
doxing piece of
disability
shit
apartment
you
that you
were,
fucking
Isaac
live in.
Katz?
You will
Do you
never
ever
have
tell
any
Primo
true
that? Oh
fucking
no, you
friends.
didn't.
You will
You
never be
dare
cared
not
about
even
by your
tell him
fucking
that shit.
family.
Honestly, it'd be hard to take my voice seriously, so I really don't blame people. I'm trying the best I could.
You will never be cared about online. You'll
Oh
never be
my
cared about
god,
by
you did
me.
this
You'll
line
never
already.
be cared
Get your
about by
material.
Michael.
Get
You'll
your
never be cared about
AI.
this fucking
Get
community.
Chat
The boys don't
GPT.
care
Get
about
your
you.
material.
This is why Isaac is Teemo Keemstar, because I mean, at least Keemstar comes up with new shit. But I mean, okay. But Isaac is no Keemstar. I'm sorry, Isaac is no Keemstar.
LGBT
How
community
come you're
don't care
not? How
about
come
you.
you're
The drama
evading?
community don't
How come
care
you're
about you.
deviating?
Nobody gives a
How
fuck
come you're
about
not bringing up
Flacco.
your
And the worst
bullshit?
part
How come
about
you're
it
not
is
bringing up your
Flacco don't give a
friend
fuck about
top?
Flacco. Because if you give a
How
fuck
come you're
about your
not
fucking self,
bringing up?
you wouldn't drink yourself to a fucking coma every chance you fucking get. How about next
Isaac,
time
did
you
you
fucking
not
drink?
Drink myself to a coma. What the fuck? My last few drinking is pretty good. What about when you put yourself through weed through a coma, huh? What about when you fucking? What about when you're starting to put trash all around your house again, like that fucking picture, that was exposed of your house. You know that little video you put talking to your daughter, and then in the background you have a piece of trash already on there. You're so fucking fat and lazy you can't take that. How long had that trash bag been there?
trying to get
Don't
one of
stop until you pass out
Isaac?
and don't fucking wake up.
Isaac,
Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Isaac,
You're a fucking idiot.
did
You're
you not?
fucking
He's
weird.
just steamrolling. He's just pissed.
You're obsessive. Suck a
You-
Isaac, Mr.
You
Primo
did-
deserves to know what the fuck he did to his
dick.
cousin.
You-
Mr. Primo here deserves to know what the fuck you did to Frank, your cousin. Because fucking Kodas isn't gonna tell you. Trisha G isn't gonna tell you. All of these people in Frank's chat isn't gonna fucking tell you all the bullshit he did to him, all the bullshit he said to him.
You
One
are
of
weirdly
Frank's family
obsessive.
supported.
You
You're
are
trying to get
literally
one of
I'm obsessive, Mr. Oh, you're gonna take down Foodie Beauty? I'm obsessive. Oh, when you wait for fucking Morticia, when you have her, and then you have all these other people in there. You talk about being this master manipulator, this puppet master, and how you're vindictive as fuck, and all this other shit.
Frank's
fucking gay
family
dude
supported.
obsessed with me.
You trying to
You're
get
weird.
get
You
one
got my
of Frank's
picture on a
family
fucking
members
pillow
supported.
so you can lay
You
your head
trying
on
to
it at
take
fucking
one of
night.
Frank's
You are
family members
fucking weird.
Oh yeah, it's true though. He talks Frank's family. He talks to his siblings. He threatened to get his uncle deported before his uncle eventually passed away. He did all kinds of fuck shit. Why did I say bookmark? I didn't mean to. All right, here we go.
supported.
I thought
You trying to
JP was
get one of
fucking weird,
Frank's
but you
family
have
members
far surpassed
supported. You
JP
trying
when
to
it
get
comes
one
to
of
being
Frank's family
obsessed with
members
me.
supported.
You would suck my dick at the drop of a fucking dime, you fucking
claimed your
weirdo.
ex-wife.
You're
You
weird.
claimed your
You're
ex-wife
obsessed.
abused you.
Is there anything
then
in your
talk-
life?
Okay, the things he did to well, you know, Nikki supposedly abused him and shit, but for some reason, he's still following Nikki Guest around after the fucking fact, having people like fucking screenshot her and fucking like in fucking nightclubs, and not only that, for some reason, Nikki's ex is fucking texting Isaac, and then like and somehow her Nikki's porn pictures got out there. Of course, Isaac's on top of that story too. You see what a manipulative sack of shit is?
That you
And
can
then
do
you
that
talked
doesn't
about a
involve
fucking
me.
porn picture.
I am dying for that answer.
You
Is there
told.
anything in your life that you
Okay.
can?
How
I
come you don't
called
talk
you
about
a
your
fucking
friend that
retard.
Frank's uncle
You delete
deported?
your fucking
How come you
channel.
don't talk about your fucking ex-wife's
Yes or
nudes
no,
being out?
Flacco?
Huh?
It's a very simple
How
fucking
come you told
question.
that kid that
Yes
you don't
or
have
no?
to deal with?
Yes.
He does. He's so pissed. He's steamrolling. He's not even answering any of my questions. All he's doing is ad hominem after ad hominem attack after ad hominem attack. There's no fucking substance. He just wants to steamroll, demean, reverse victim, and shit like that.
Or
fucking
no.
trauma of having an
When
abusive
I
ex,
prove
Isaac. Why
that
did you
your mom
advocate
said you're a
that?
fucking retard,
How
are you
come
going to
you don't
delete your
answer one
channel? Yes or
question?
no? Yes or no?
All you're doing is throwing ad
When we
hominem.
played a clip of your mom saying that you are a retard and the family never wants you around, will you
She
delete
never
your
said the
channel?
family
Yes or
never
no?
wants me
She never
around.
said the
She
family
Yes or
never
didn't want me
said
around.
that.
Yes
No,
or
she
no?
She
didn't.
never said that. She never said that. He basically just threw out the question, why doesn't the family want him around? So it's like, but I mean, she never said why. And I told you guys why, because there's a lot of drug doing. You know, back then, my family was deeply religious and Catholic, so there's a lot of like drugs happening, being passed around. And then so my mom's like, you know what, we're not having that. So that was only one section of the family, though. The rest, it's like they were far away. But my mom probably meant that because, you know, I had a lot of disabilities, a lot of issues, a lot of doctor appointments. And the family really didn't want to deal with it because my mom's my mom and my mom should be taking care of me. That's basically it.
Then
When we
I'll
played a
fucking
clip of your
react to
mom
the
saying
videos
it, will you
myself.
delete your channel?
I'll
Yes or
react to
no?
the videos
Yes
myself.
or no? Simple fucking question. Yes or no?
Did you bring that Frank's uncle
When we
deported? Yes
played a
or
clip
no?
of your mom
Did
saying
you
that you're
bring that Frank's
retarded and the
uncle
family don't
deported?
want you
Yes or
around,
no?
I've never said that.
will you delete your channel? Yes or no?
Did you throw
Yeah, I'm
that?
so retarded. I'm going to college. What the fuck is that shit? Plus, your mom said you're fucking retarded too, Isaac. Your mom said you're fucking retarded too. Oh, and my mom believes in miracles too. So there goes your fucking argument. Okay, when people bring up that your mom said you're fucking retarded. Oh, she believes in miracles and shit like that. Well, my mom believes in miracles too.
Frank's uncle deported? Yes or no?
If we played a clip of your mom saying you are a retard and the family does not want you around, will you delete your channel? Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Play that. Play no. Play it without the cuts because you're sure gonna cut it
No,
out.
there are no cuts. All we need is your mom's
Yes, there is cuts. Yes, there is cuts.
voice on the
There's a
episode
bunch of
calling
cuts.
you a
There's like
fucking
7
retard and
cuts.
saying that the family doesn't want you around. There's nothing to cut
Why
about
don't you
that,
play the
about your
whole
mother
Rob?
calling you a fucking retard
No, why
and
don't you
saying
play
the
the
family
whole
does not
Rob's
want you
fucking
around.
video? You don't
So,
do that. You're only
when we
releasing the
played a
clips.
clip of your
You're
mom
only
calling you a
releasing a little
retard
clip.
and saying
Show
the
the
family
whole
does not want
fucking
you
Rob.
around.
All right, let me show the clip of your mom calling you a retard, Senator. Because your mom said you were retarded too, Isaac. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, hold up. Frank talking about me. This is almost over. And then we'll go to my stupid interviews. Oh, I thought Isaac was done with the drama, huh? I thought he was done with the drama. God, man, you try to get people a fucking show, but social engineering once again.
I mean, what were those pictures way before COVID?
Yeah, they were way.
When he
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone's pissed. Okay. Oh, I think Frank's aiming to strike my channel. Aiming to strike my channel. God, man. I'm giving you guys a fucking show here. One man army. It's a bit boring and lonely. They're born and lonely being the one-man army, but it is what the fuck it is.
Will
Audio.
you delete your
Show the
channel?
whole raw audio.
Yes
Master
or no?
manipulator.
Will
Master
you delete your
manipulator,
channel when we play
choreographer,
this
like you
clip?
always fucking say you are.
Will you
Show the
delete
raw
your
video
channel? Yes
audio.
or no?
Show
It's
the
not
raw
a hard
audio.
fucking question to
I say you
comprehend.
better show the
You
whole fucking audio,
one-legged,
you master
three-fingered
manipulator.
fucking retard. Will
Master
you delete your
manipulator.
channel? Yes
You're
or
so
no?
pissed.
This is
Yes
going nowhere. I'm
or
so proud
no?
of Twitter.
You alcoholic
Have
fucking
fun.
tard. Yes or no?
Oh,
Oh
How fucked up is that? Hold up.
man,
I left.
you guys were just really yelling at each.
Watch him address. Watch how fast fucking Isaac leaves before Primo gets watch.
other back and forth, dude.
Because he knows I'm fucking right. His mom called him a fucking retard.
Your mom called you a fucking retard. Shut up. Who's this? Hey, Genie. I'm not deleting my channel because it's not there. He basically fucking like clipped it and like he basically moved it around. No, it wasn't a full raw audio. It's in little bits and
In
pieces.
the interview, when I spoke to her, it said the family don't fuck with him because he couldn't keep his hands to himself.
Never said that. Never said that. They never said that. My mom was like, "Oh, well, what are you talking about? And how can I fucking touch anybody when I'm fucking like everybody's fucking younger than me? What the fuck?" Okay, whatever. All my cousins are fucking younger than me.
Think about that for a second and just let that one sink in. I'm going back to watch
How
the
long
fucking
is it?
TV. Enjoy your guys' night.
Wait a minute. Be our guest. Wait a minute.
Goodbye,
Isaac.
Primo.
No, I think Primo deserves answers, Isaac. I think Primo deserves answers why you've been such a fucking asshole with his cousin Frank. With his cousin Frank, I think Primo deserves fucking answers on you fucking doxing, threatening to get his uncle fucking evicted. I mean, threatening to get his uncle deported before he passed away, saying F his uncle before he passed away. I think he deserves to know that you, Isaac, threatened to dox his address and all that other shit. And dox his number.
but yeah, damn.
Why is it? How long has this been going on?
I told you, leave me the fuck out of it.
Okay, does he talk about me after the fact? I don't think so. Well, we got something else to watch. Let's go to that fucking interview. Hold up. Be our guest. Well, you guys wanted Isaac back. You guys got him. You're welcome. Post. Let's go to the videos. Let's go to Mike. This interview with me. Anyhow, he loves to say what a master manipulator piece of crap he is. So let's see. Wait for. I really don't want to hear myself. Look at, see, they're all little bite pieces. Look at that shit. They're all little bite pieces. Keeping in the family and family secrets. So let's listen to these two. Let's see.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you, President Donald.
Here we go. First off, why is this clipped? Why is this clip chopped right here? Why is it fucking clip chopped? That's one evidence of this fakery.
He doesn't want to have that surgery. Now he's only like 5'10", 5'11". He'd be 6 feet or taller.
His ribs are going into where, you said?
Into his heart.
Oh, wow.
So loud.
Yeah. So I think.
There we go.
But he still doesn't want to have that surgery. Now he'd be.
Well, to have that surgery now,
He's only
he'd
like
be.
5'10", 5'11". He'd be 6 feet or taller.
His ribs are going into where you said?
Into his
Yeah, well, it's scoliosis I have, and it's like my mom still. I guess my mom thought that my ribs were going in, so I mean, that stuff. She thought my ribs were going in my. She thought my. Yeah, but they're not. I've stopped growing, so that was that. I'm already like 30, like 39, so you don't have to worry about that.
his heart.
Sorry to disappoint Isaac.
Oh wow.
But she even said that before. It was always kind of put me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, not put me off in a bad way, but like, why would? But yeah, because she would think that. But no, my ribs are not going into my chest. I mean, scoliosis, when it happened, it was a risk, but that never happened, so I was able to not do the surgery.
So I think he's lashing out.
How come we don't see the full length of the video? Notice that he's not showing the full length of how many minutes long this is it.
Because he's upset, he's angry, but he doesn't realize, you guys are still young. You really don't grow up until you're after in your 40s.
I wasn't upset or angry. This guy's really upset. This guy's a vindictive piece of crap. That's what Isaac likes to do. He likes to be vindictive. I would argue, but let's go. Let's continue your illegally documented fucking expose video.
It's kind of like it's not real. Life is not real for him right now because he never really had like a normal life. He's got the upbringing and friends and family and support, but he pushes us away. And a lot of it is.
She says I pushed her. Well, I mean, she always thinks I pushed her away because I'm trying to be independent and stuff. And I don't know why she would say that. It's kind of weird. I should really do an interview with her. I mean, if she wants to. I mean, if she wants to do an interview, I could. But my mom's got bias now. She's gonna protect me, so what's the point of that? I don't know. We'll see.
Because what he deals with and what he has to deal with. So
he does the same to us when we try to give him advice. Like I've told him, and even like right now, the girl that he was talking about that does like him. She's actually messaging me right now. She said he was telling me about his mom last night and how.
Because you're with Guest Mob. That's why I didn't trust Nikki Flaccavelli clearly because she was with Guest Mob, and like you said so yourself, you're vindictive, you're a master manipulator. You know how to fucking put shit together, so I wasn't trusting you. And then so she understood that. So, here you go, trying to play her own little narrative that's fake as fuck. Hurry up against the family secrets.
Tells him no one loves him, and she does, and how she has his best interest in mind. Then he got mad at me because I said, well, I mean, she is your mom, so I can understand why she would say that. But we've tried to give him advice and try to help him. I even told him, I said, dude, you're really smart. I said, but you have to work on how you,
social.
Yeah.
I'm really smart. Oh, look at how he talks. Look at that manipulation. Look at how he fucking works and talks. Look at that shit in action.
Like I told him, I said, when we really, really listen to what you're saying, I said, we can pick apart what you mean and what you want to say, but you're not expressing it well. And that's what I said, you are smart. I said, but you need to work on expressing it, and like we try to look out for him. Like he has my personal number, because I've told him, like, call me, like if, or text me, if you need something, text me. If you.
Oh yeah, that works wonders. All I gotta do is text you and I get a whole fucking conversation with you. Oh, please. Keep your bullshit.
Like he's done these drink streams, and he's like he talked about suicide before, and
the suicide. I was joking. I always say things like, "I don't know why I'm here." People always say this and that and gaslight.
So all types of stuff. And
Yeah. I've read a lot of what he writes and what he thinks, and a lot of the family, they're not that sharp. So when he talks about things, they don't understand what he's saying. Where I do, not because I'm his mom. And when I was referring to him about that I love him and, to be careful, I was talking to him about his cousin, and she's money hungry. And because she's ripped off her own grandmother, her family, cousins, friends, and so I was warning him about her when I said that.
Oh, that I know exactly what she's talking about. Yeah, I mean, my mom could be manipulative too. It's a long story. I wish I could tell it, but I don't want to trash my family here.
I told him, if you ever get...
Plus, thanks to that cousin she talked about, I was able to get to my sisters, and she kind of helped me out too. So it's like fucking complicated, she never. I mean, yeah, she did offer to work for me, but no, I'm too independent. I wanted to work for myself. I don't want anybody to be burdened with my disabilities and shit. I'm a man. I have to act like it. I have to take care of myself. God, man. Fascinating.
Someone, I just hope that you guys love each other, respect, and it lasts, because it's hard these days. I mean, it's always been hard since the beginning of time. That's just the way it is. But so that's what I was trying to warn him about. And I said, be glad that I care about you. I love you. I care about you. I want you to, live on your own, be what you want to be, go to school, go to work. I know he wants to work, but it's hard because of the epidemic and because of his physical. Like, I remember when he was younger, he wanted to work at a fast food place. I forgot.
Yeah, physical.
And they told him no, and I know it's
this fast food place. I forgot, and they told him no, and
because,
I know
the customers are going to see his hands. But yeah,
that is an aspect of it. I could always wear gloves though, but
because one day I was watching this program. It was about a guy who had Down syndrome. That's Down syndrome. People, they to live on their own and work and everything, and they're the nicest, sweetest people. But see, he doesn't have anything like that. He was born physically, genetically, or with deformities, and we found out what happened and why. Last year, he found out about genetics. So it's something that happened generations. You know how they say, don't mess with your family members because, sexually, because the baby will come out retarded.
Picture this.
Oh,
You're sitting in your living room. Your neck is still stiff from that recent car accident you had. The insurance adjuster.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear that again a little bit.
Mess with your family members because, sexually, because
because, sexually, because baby will come out retarded. So she had it with another family member. Yeah, there's some shit there.
But it went along with the hospital because they said everything's fine.
Part 5, here we go. The juicy part, hopefully. Hold on, let me put on the CC.
But it went along with the hospital because they said everything.
It went along with the hospital because they said
everything's fine. And I probably would have got an abortion, but God didn't even allow the doctors to speak because the doctor said, "Oh, everything's fine, baby's fine." I had signed down at 2 months, 6 months, and 9 months. Everything was fine until the day he was 2 weeks late, And they even asked the doctors after he grew up.
And here I am, stuck in this world. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in this world. But it's okay. I'll get God back. I'll get him back. I'm going to get the good Lord back. Don't even worry. All right, let's go.
Was he premature? Because it looks like he wasn't finished being made. I go, no. And another reason why he acts the way he is and social problems because he has a bit of autism. We didn't know that. When he was first born, we learned there was 3 things wrong with him. And through that, now we find out altogether now it's 20. And it's mostly internal. So the last thing was
it's mostly internal. The last thing was part of
was the autism. So those type of people have problems socializing. Now my son never really had his
Autism.
group because he was too advanced for them. I mean, he was even advanced for my friends. He was more intelligent than the lot.
I mean, which is weird because she knew I hanged out with, people. Maybe I should interview my mom. I'm gonna try to talk to her about it.
A lot of them. So I don't. He's not using his gifts, for good. He's just like rebelling. So I apologize for this, but this should maybe straighten him up. What's happening now,
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's why I even told, the two women that are kind of involved in the situation, the one that does like him and the one that,
what's her name?
The one that does like him, her name is Brianna.
Oh, Brianna. Okay.
Yeah, Bree is what she goes by. But I think maybe this is gonna be a lesson learned, and maybe maybe he'll learn a lesson out of this. That even though it's the internet, it's still real life, and you can't act different online than you do in real life. You can't. Just
Kind of like how you act different online just to master manipulate, trying to act all educated and like you give a shit. Interviewing my mom illegally without her consent of recording it and putting it online. Hold on, let me see if Frank's talking shit about me. See if Frank's talking shit about me.
What the fuck?
I don't know. She's definitely
What the hell? Oh, it's talking to Haley chick. That Haley chick. Alright.
mock online and do these things to people.
That's how life works. Usually, when you like someone, they don't like you. They like somebody else. And the people that like you, and I noticed there have been girls that like
people. Come on, you guys. What the fuck do you want from me? Fuck, man. This is why I don't stream, because you guys just don't fucking. Hate being gaslit. Why am I in this world? All I get is fucking gaslit. God damn.
him, and he doesn't like them. He'll like a girl that don't like him. And I got to remind him that that's not just happening to him. That happens to everybody. That's just the way it is.
Again, I didn't trust Nikki Flaccavelli because she was part of Gasma, and Isaac was over here trying to get me to be with her for some stupid reason. Yeah.
And
probably to get me to spill my issues and shit on her, so Isaac could get more shit on me.
But this should straighten him out. Because I've spoken to him not a lot. Well, it was and with my daughter, and this should straighten him up. So maybe it's a good thing that the police.
Same daughter that he tried to get fired. Flacco, do you require engagement? Sure, you want to come up here, gaslight me? Tell me why I'm being so obsessed? Okay. If not, it's okay. You don't have to.
Police are getting involved in this. To help them straighten out. But then I'm thinking, this is now there's not just you involved, there's other people, and now you're telling me about this.
Now you're telling me.
You tell us about that girl. Yeah, because you told my daughter told me. Yeah, so I'm really thankful.
Told me my daughter told me. Yeah, so I'm really thankful.
You what's it called? We're trying to get hold of me. Is this the same number you've had before?
No, this is actually a different number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a different number. You're not obsessed, you are documenting behaviors. Well, thanks for seeing that. I try to, but it is what it is. Don't disagree with me to make me feel better. If you want to say I'm fucking, whatever too, it's fine. But anyhow, here we go.
Can I ask you a favor of you?
Sure.
Okay, well, financially.
See how soft he's talking? Like he gives a shit about me? You see how soft Isaac's being? You see how, like, comparing and compassionate he's fucking acting?
I'm having.
And he doesn't give one fucks, just like he gives 0 fucks when he exposed Frank's address, his family members, trying to get his uncle deported.
Trouble because I got sick, so I had to retire, and because working for my son's estate, they didn't take out taxes. So instead of getting $2,000 a month, I'm getting only $200. So after my son moved out, I was hardly ever home. He was mostly.
Yeah, that's really not good to put out here.
He had the house. It was an apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment, and I was only there once, twice a month. But I was working and someone's home, so I was just a block away from my son, so I'd be there every day. So when he moved out, I said, you know what? I'm paying $1,000 a month, and I'm only here once, twice a month. This is just a closet for me. So I let it go. Then I had to retire, and I got sick. So I'm applying for SSI. So the moral of the story is what I'm trying to say is let's keep in contact with the phone numbers, because this is the 11th Obama cell phone number. And I don't know if you know what Obama cell phone means. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people don't know, and they're mostly in different states. I say it's for people who are poor, who can't afford rent, and that's why this is my 11th one.
Okay,
Because
can
they
I
don't
get to
work.
my secrets now, Jesus, or whatever the fuck. You don't even remember me, Flacco. How dare you? Let me switch to my main account. Then you may remember me. Laugh my ass off. Okay, Lord Benja. Okay.
Very well, so I always have a new number, and twice already I got locked out of my original Facebook account in my name because I would get a person's number, like this one belongs to somebody named Juan Castellano, and so my Facebook got stuck on that, and I had no control. I didn't do anything. I can't get back on mine. So until I get back financially and able to get my own phone, I have Verizon 16.5 years.
Mama.
But all this, everything went upside down where I got homeless, but I'm on a list for my new place, and that will be happening within a couple of months. And then I'm fighting for my SSI, and the IRS. I have to prove that my son is my son, because I left these charges with all the important papers that I needed. And my son
My mom's doing pretty good now. She's doing a lot better. Oh, hey, it's the same profile. Adventure. Sorry, just what? Yeah, but I'm not sure. Adventurer. Well, yeah, you always seem to. Did you have an original name? Oh, sorry.
Got the birth certificate for me to prove to the IRS, which is very ironic because my name's been on his paperwork since he was born, I said, all you gotta do is push a button. No, ma'am, you have to prove it. Because I claimed them for taxes back in 2015,
Oh, boy.
In fact, several years that I didn't do my
You
taxes.
talked about the whole, fucking SSI shit. She talked to him about stuff she could get in trouble with. But she didn't know she was being recorded, so, yeah. Or she did, but she didn't know to what extent, because I think she did. She was like, I don't care. But again, she didn't know this would be given over here.
Because I didn't know I could, because they weren't taking taxes out for him. So for 30 years, they didn't take out taxes. That's why I only get $200 a month, but it's okay.
Okay, Venture, thanks. Venture, did you remember, when Isaac was fucking exposing Frank and stuff, and his address, and threatening to deport his uncle, and all that other shit? Do you remember that stuff? I don't know if you do. You probably weren't here that long. And, got really pissed off because his uncle was flirting with women of Guess Mob.
Because I'm going through a homeless program, and it's only gonna cost just a percentage of my income. And I told the lady, well, I'm fighting for my SSI. How does that work? She says, well, if you don't have income, you don't pay rent, but you still get your place. So that's the good part about it. But so it's been rough these couple of years, and my son has helped me with what he can, you know, and I'll pay him back in food stamps. He says, "Mom, I told you you don't have to pay me." I said, "I never took from you, and I never will," you know.
I never took.
I don't or either that or you get paid when I die from life insurance. Other than that, right now I don't have it. And my daughter had nerve to tell me, "Well, go," because she has a good job. "Well, go get a job." I said, "I can't work." You know, I lost my eyesight on the left.
She can work. She wanted to work for me. She wanted to work for me, but I'm like, no, thank you. Yeah, that's how everyone got Frank's docs and pictures of his house. Yup, definitely. Of course. So I told Primo that, right? Primo is Frank's cousin. Primo is Frank's cousin. So that's when I realized it. And look, I felt kind of bad because I was trying to get along and trying to be friends with Frank. But I interviewed Frank. Frank's cousin, Primo, had no fucking idea about watch. It's in my last video. I interviewed for Frank's cousin. Frank's cousin had no fucking idea that Isaac did much of the shit that Isaac did to him. So I told Primo that, you know, because Primo's Frank's real life cousin. So, you know, and funny enough, and Guest Mob, nobody in Guest Mob's gonna tell Primo that. Nobody. And not only that, I pretty much helped Primo by knowing what kind of person Isaac was. So next time Isaac gets all pissed off, Primo's gonna know what the fuck happened. He's gonna know. I mean, I should have showed evidence, but do I have evidence on this phone? I think I have some of it.
And half on the right, you know, and I was born
It's on my old phone.
Partially sighted. You know how 20/20 is perfect?
Yeah.
As it goes up 24 to 26. Well, I was born, my right eye 20-200. That's already legally blind. And then my left is 20-400. Well, 12 years ago, I woke up and I couldn't see at all out of my left. But they test drive me, and no tickets, no accidents. I'm still able to drive. I get a special paper from the doctor, take to the DMV, that I'm still able to drive.
Okay, so if I have autism, Isaac, like, the autism doesn't mean anything. People who have autism can still do shit. And that's another thing. I really don't have autism, so my mom kind of lied there. Maybe she thinks I do because, you know, we had to tell this. Yeah, because she probably thinks I'm slow a little. I was slow a little bit. Okay. Yeah. But anyhow, your mom said you were retarded too, Isaac. So again, this means shit.
So I have some good things being blessed with, but some other stuff that is beyond my control. The agency's epidemic. You can't get nobody on the line. You have to wait for mail. All kinds of things. But everything's falling into place now. So we will stay with this. You know, me, myself, my daughter, the police, the agency, where he lives. You know, and I hope he changes. You know, because he doesn't need enemies. This world is evil. We need all the people and good things happening here. So I don't want him to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is this about Aunt Cassandra?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, what is this about Aunt Cassandra?
Aunt Cassandra?
Yeah.
What you said, Aunt Cassandra?
Yeah.
Aunt Cassandra?
Or am I getting confused and mixed up with something?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
And Aunt Cassandra? Like if I have an Aunt Cassandra or?
No, my son.
Huh?
I don't know. I gotta talk to my daughter again about that. But anyway, yeah. No, I did speak with my son. Stop this. If you can't be friends and good with this community you're talking about, then get off it and stay off it. He goes, okay, I know.
Oh, so he might be talking about a joke that I made when I was talking to him.
Oh, okay.
I told him I told him after talking to your daughter, I said to him, and I was like, so question. He goes, what? I'm like, is your sister single?
Oh.
And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm just wondering. I was like, I don't know. Maybe, I'm like, you never know. Maybe.
Well, then you're trying to get her fucking evicted. I mean, trying to get my sister fired. Why are they saying you are special needs for when Frank is special needs? Isn't that offensive to him? Oh, yeah, it is. And so don't forget, Frank's, Isaac's mom called him Isaac's special needs too.
It'll be mother-in-law.
But Isaac likes you guys to forget about that.
Oh,
It's right on it's right on the mom's Facebook too.
My daughter, my daughter just turned 40. My daughter was a widow at 30, and my daughter has 6 kids.
Oh, okay.
But she's my youngest. My oldest grandson, he just turned 23.
You do not need to say that about Val. Jesus, man.
Friday, and she's a great mom. She's a good mom. She works. The kids are in school. Well, 2 of them are out of school now, graduated. Everybody's doing good. She's thank God she's a good mom. And Carlos loves
extensive.
All the family cares and likes my son, but it was hard for him growing up because they didn't invite him to a lot of things and stuff like that. But now that they're older, they're more.
They didn't invite him to a lot of things, but now that they're older,
like invite him.
They want to invite me. They want to invite me. What you want to see that again? Here. I thought my family hates me.
And Carlos loves, all the family cares and likes my son, but it was hard for him growing up because they didn't invite him to a lot of things and stuff like that. But now
because they didn't.
They're older. They're more. Like invite him. And
I thought my family doesn't like me, huh? I thought my family doesn't like me.
All the family cares and likes my son, but it was hard for him growing up because they didn't invite him to a lot of things and stuff like that. But now that they're older, they're more like invite him, and he doesn't drive because he doesn't have good vision. And even if he got one of those special cars about the brakes and stuff like that, handles and pedals, because of his eyesight, he wouldn't be able to drive.
Okay, you know what? Let me clip that shit. Hold up. Let me clip that area right there. Let me clip that shit right there. Hold up, me. What? Stupid ad. Stupid ad. Sorry.
If you use castor oil, you'll grow your hair longer. If you use argan oil, you'll decrease hair loss.
I told him after talking to your daughter, I said to him, and I was like, so.
She works. The kids are in school. Well, 2 of them are out of school now, graduated. Everybody's doing good. She's thank God she's a good mom. And Carlos loves all the family cares and likes my son, but it was hard for
1203. Hold on, let me save this real quick. Let me see. Let me record it. Hold up, let me record this shit. Oh yeah, I have them both over here. Record it. Single app.
Graduated. Everybody's doing good. She's thank God she's a good mom. And Carlos loves all the family cares and likes my son, but it was hard for him growing up because they didn't invite him to a lot of things and stuff like that. But now that they're older, they're more like invite him, and he doesn't drive because he doesn't have good vision. And even if he got one of those fits,
All right. Da, 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 da,
graduated. 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 Everybody's doing.
There we go. Uploading my video.
Right. So he has, a lot of problems that are easy for us. Where
Okay, hold up. Let's see. What will happen? Frank is saying you threatened ice on him. Is that true? Nope. No, Ice was talking shit, and then, wait, what? What are you defending Frank for? Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I mean, Frank was doxing Popper because he was, he was doxing, yeah, Frank did. But, I mean, none of us are innocent here. But, yeah, crazy shit. Let's finish this video.
it's hard for him, and one of them is getting around. I mean, okay, do you need me to go to the market? Do you want me to go there and help clean the house and laundry? No, Mom, I'm all right, I'm cool. And so he does everything on his own, even getting around. But yeah, so there's a lot of things. So I think he's lashing out, and this is just something completely different. And he thinks he's in a. What does he say? He goes, "I want to be independent. I want my life normal." I mean, he could have help, being a disabled person.
Yeah, I shouldn't have exposed this master manipulator, but somebody had to. Sorry, Mom, but sorry. No, somebody had to put up this bullshit. I mean, so I don't know.
Not disabled. He's able to do anything and everything. So he doesn't want no help from anything and anybody. So he's lashing out. He's
I
trying
do
to
want help, but like, the problem is I need to be independent. I need to figure shit out on my own, and you, my mom, who has taken care of me and who has basically sacrificed, the relationship with your daughter. I wanted to give you that back, I wanted you to take care of yourself and better yourself. I wanted you to know that your disabled son is okay, Okay, this video is ready to be watched. Okay, there we go. Video's out.
be fit in with everybody and be normal and just be an idiot.
Hi, there is Dr. Chad Walding, co-founder of Native Path. We look at collagen differently than other supplement companies.
Okay, let me see. Let's go to the pedo accusation over here, which my mom never fucking said. Shall we? Let me see. Interview with Flacco's mom. Autism. Family secrets. Is this it? Family secrets? Okay, we'll watch this right now.
So back in the day, they would say retarded, but they really meant physically. Like researchers.
Hold up.
So back in the day, they would say retarded, but they. So back in the day, they would say.
Hold up, Mom. What did you say?
So back in the day, they would say retarded, but they really meant physically. You know,
So back in the day, they would say retarded, but
like the circuses would have people, they would call them freaks and use them in the circuses.
okay, say that again, Mom.
So back in the day, they would say retarded, but they really meant physically. You know, like
Yeah, exactly. They really meant physically.
the circuses would have people, they would call them freaks and use them in the circuses. You know, as years before, and because there's always been incest in families and generations from way back when. That maybe it was because of his drugs from his dad. And no, that wasn't, because I had a cousin and her old man. They were both heroin addicts, and they had
Cousin and her old man, they were both heroin addicts. Cousin and her old man, old man, and they were both heroin addicts.
Two identical, beautiful twin boys, and nothing wrong with them. They're 2 weeks older than my son.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. Yeah. Okay. Well, my mom already here debunking. My mom defines the retard word.
So back then, they would. So back then, they would say retarded, but they really meant physically. You know, like the circuses would have people, they would call them freaks and use them in the circuses. You know, as years before, and because there's always been incest in families and generations from way back when. Maybe it was because of his drugs from his dad. And no, that wasn't, because I had.
Okay. Alright then. Let's see. Let me clip this.
People, they would call him freak.
Mm-hmm. Amount of fines are Alright.
So back in the day, they would say retarded, but they really meant physically. You know, like the circuses would have people, they would call them freaks and use them in the circuses. You know, as years before, and because there's always been incest in families and generations from way back when.
Yeah, not so good. What happened? Frank is currently hiding out from local ice raisin. Stop it! Come on, stop it. Frank is she's American. Stop it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
That maybe it was because of his drugs from his dad. And no, that wasn't, because I had a cousin and her old man. They were both heroin addicts, and they had 2 identical, beautiful twin boys, and nothing wrong with them. They're 2 weeks older than my son.
Oh my God. I'm so glad Isaac didn't ask. Oh well, who's that and give fucking names to. I know what she's talking about, but wow, all Isaac had to do was just ask who that was, and whoo.
So it wasn't. We found it wasn't about the drugs that everybody thought. My mom said, "Are you sure it wasn't you?" I said, "Mom, I was just a pothead."
Are you sure it wasn't you? I said, Mom, it was just
never an alcoholic or hard drugs. I go, and if that was the fact, they wouldn't have never let me take my son home. I've had him since day one. You know, I had that conversation with my mom when my son was in his teens. So, you know, there's a lot of factors. I mean, I shouldn't tell you a lot of things medically, but I want you to understand my son's point of view. I'm not saying what he's done and said is right. No, it's far from it. And he knows that. But I think he just lashes out, you know, and it's not, you know, his dad's our fault. I mean, he can find out whose side of the family it's from, but it's not going to matter. I want to know. He doesn't want to know, but it's not going to matter because this is general.
I want to know, but I can't even find the guy. Yeah, that $1,000 cash would be useful.
Not 1, 2, 3. I mean, this goes way back.
But oh god, no, I shouldn't even joke like that. It's fucked up. I shouldn't be worse than I with that. Let's see if they're talking about me. Let's see if Frank's talking about me. 12 people on there.
Time we had Flacco on the panel, and I think Henry was up here. I think I don't remember.
Oh, they're talking about me. Hold up. Let's see what the chat's saying. Flacco's obsession with Isaac is definitely old, and he's been for a while. Don't get mad at him, but he clearly has mental issues. What the fuck? Too bad Flacco can't just smoke weed. Alcohol doesn't agree with them. What about the Jennifer Greenhouse? She's a lame. Okay. Let me try and change. I'm not mental, but whatever. Oh, YouTube wouldn't be YouTube without me. B-Train was just in my chat, and now B-Train is fucking talking shit on me. Okay, so
I don't know.
they're talking about me still. All right, let's get to my fucking family secret.
Yeah. But so it didn't bother him. It didn't affect him mentally, only in his crazy thinking.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
yeah, it didn't affect me mentally. Only okay.
His crazy thinking.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you know, some, you know, just telling these things about him, his physical. And so let's see where it goes from here. But I'm glad that you guys, you know, kind of reach out to him and talk to him. So yeah, I hate when he says I'm manipulated.
Well, my mom said that I'm physical, not mental.
So let's see where it goes from here. But I'm glad that you mentally, only in his crazy thinking.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you know, some, you know, just telling these things about him, his physical. And so let's see where it goes from here. But I'm glad that you guys. But so it didn't bother him. It didn't affect him mentally, only in his crazy thinking.
Only physically.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, you know, some, you know, just, it didn't affect him.
Okay, hold up. Clarifying.
And no, that wasn't because I had a cousin at home, man.
Part 4. Is this family secrets? Oh yeah, it is. Family secrets. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, 152. Hold up, let me stop this shit. Stop. Trash. Okay, let me see.
Understand.
Okay, okay, let's go.
Understand my son's point of view. I'm not saying what he's done and said is right. No, it's far from it. And he knows that. But I think he just lashes out, you know, and it's not, you know, his dad's our fault. I mean, he can find out whose side of the family it's from, but it's not going to matter. I want to know. He doesn't want to know. But it's not going to matter because this is generation, not 1, 2, 3. I mean, this goes way back.
Shit, hold up. 152, what's wrong with this? Hold on, let me delete this. Fuck. Yes. Trash. Trash.
But so it didn't bother him. It didn't affect him mentally, only in his crazy thinking.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you know, if I'm, you know, just telling these things about him, his physical, and so let's see where it goes from here. But I'm glad that you guys, you know, kind of can reach out to him and talk to him. So yeah, I hate when you said a manipulator because I'm not manipulating. I'm telling him the good, the bad, and the ugly, the pros and cons of life. You know, as growing up. And yes, I was a single parent. So his dad's our fault. I mean, I've had him since day one. You know, and I had that conversation with my mom when my son was in his teens. So
Okay, where's that? Oh shit. I'm trying to look for where she clarifies that I'm physical, not mental, but and she says it here too, but I can't fucking find it. Oh, it's just right here. Anyways, hold up. What are you guys saying? To my DMs? He's looking at my DMs? Aww. I have nothing to hide.
Generations, not 1, 2, 3. I mean, this goes way back. But so it didn't bother him. It didn't affect him mentally, only in his crazy thinking.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you know, so I'm, you know, just telling these things about him, his physical, and so let's see where it goes from here. But I'm glad that you guys you know, kind of can reach out to him and talk to him.
Oh yes, he cares so much. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Yes, Isaac cares so deeply, so much. Okay, hold on. So deeply and so much. Man. It's always Isaac, you know? It's always Isaac. Just, he's just, Isaac's a good guy, and everyone's just, God.
19 or 20? No, 20.
What's that? Yeah.
That's Haley?
Yeah. Good 5, 6 years, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And my uncle died right after that.
Yeah, I do. I was thinking that's who you was talking about. Yeah, 'cause I remember.
Her mom died like right after the whole situation.
Not that long after, yeah.
And then they found out that, you know,
Oh, he's talking about it. Oh, he's talking about it.
that she was been lying to Isaac the whole time. The whole situation. Well, lying about other stuff, but then also, which it makes sense why she's saying that she's saying about my uncle.
Oh no, I thought you were both. Oh no, she was lying about Frank's uncle. Oh, I thought you were crazy, Flacco. I thought it was crazy. I had no idea what I'm talking about. I thought I'm just being obsessed. How? What? I thought Flacco was crazy. I thought he was just being obsessive. I thought Flacco was too retarded. I thought Flacco didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Well, thank you. Okay, let's go. 5 people. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are sticking with me.
Yeah, I hate when he says I'm manipulated because I'm not manipulating. I'm telling him the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I mean, you have your manipulative ways, Mama, but you know, I love you, and we're better now. You know, I mean, I have my ways, you have your ways, but I'm trying my best to help you out. You know.
The pros and cons of life, you know, as I was growing up. And yes, I was a single parent, so I didn't. My yes was yes, my no was no, you know, and just you know, being on the right track and showing them the right track. Right now, he doesn't want to go to church. In church, Christian church, and things like that. So he tells me he knows the Bible. And he knows a lot. He said he's read it.
He tells me different because he constantly tries to debate me because I go to church. But my godparents are actually I'm a pastor.
Yeah, you go to church.
Oh, okay.
You need to fucking repent. Holy fuck. You need more than church, Isaac boy.
Church every Sunday. I go to Bible study every Wednesday, and he constantly tries to.
Hold on, let me see something. Let's see what they're talking about now.
She's saying about my uncle. And I remember Isaac coming to me and like, yeah, I don't believe her no more. Cause she lied about all this other stuff. How do I know she ain't lying about your uncle?
Yeah. No comment.
But yeah, that was like way when. But
Okay, sorry guys, let's go.
To debate me on the subject because he says that
Stalin Flacco.
there is no God, there's no Jesus, there's no, you know, he's, you know, kind of comes at me about my beliefs, like, you know, oh, you know, well, you believe this and that's not true, you know, you have this false belief, and actually me and him talked about this for over an hour a couple of nights ago. I started from the Garden of Eden, and you know, he was asking this, and you know, and we were on the phone on a three-way call for like the longest time while me and him kind of were going back and forth on the subject. He constantly tries to challenge about you know, religion because he says he does not believe in.
I grew up knowing right and wrong, and I started out in Catholic and going to catechism and making first like. They would do the rosary. So I did pretty good, and I never touched the Bible and knew about the Bible until I was 28 years old. I walked into church 4 months pregnant with my son, and I've never looked back. So kids wouldn't be born like this, wouldn't be. And I said, Mom, but we have free will. You need to read the Bible. You need to know. So my son, even my son got baptized. He'd go to church. Even my friend, he'll call every once in a while, like he called for Sunday to go to church, and he lives. It's like maybe 100 miles from my son, and he'll have to go and pick up my son. And I did in between them and other people to go to church. Now he's supposed to pick us up tomorrow to go to Bible study.
My son's life. Yeah, that was gonna be a surprise, but that was gonna probably be another disaster.
But yeah, that's the shit he's talking about. Back in 2000, I would say 19 or 20. Because
it's been 18 as well, but so long ago.
No, because if that picture, that thing was like 19, I said probably was like late 2019, maybe 20.
Yeah, I say 2020 would probably make more sense. Yeah.
I need to get to this.
He never told me that he didn't believe in God. He would just say, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. And yes, we would also debate. But I was born like this. He, doesn't want nothing to do with God and stuff like that. So I just got to pray for him. It's alarming how he's acting and being and doing.
Yeah, it's honestly, I mean, it's like the past, I want to say 8 months, we had seen kind of like a different side of him. So it wasn't like he stopped harassing people. It was just that he stopped harassing us. And I know this may sound selfish, but it's like we were okay with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least he's not harassing us anymore. Really, the people that did care about you, that were trying to help you here, I said, we're all about to cut you off. So you are pushing everybody away, and you need to stop. And he just went all. It was all night. And then me and the woman were talking after he dropped off the call. Me and her were talking. She goes, "What are you going to do? Because you sound pretty upset." And I told her, I said, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to get the cops involved. I won't call his apartment or nothing like that. I said, I'm just going to go to sleep and see how this plays out. I said, maybe he'll go to sleep and he'll wake up and stop. I wake up, he never stopped. And I'm getting messages, text messages from other people like, hey, he's contacting me. My friends are texting, hey, he's messaging me. I'm like, he has still not stopped. And then that's what prompted me to finally be like, you know what? Fine. And,
Such a liar.
Now his building manager.
I think exposed me because of Angel VSC. That's why. And because of Angel VSC.
Footage, all the videos involved. She said she's going to be meeting with him. I think she said immediately. So I don't know if she was going over there like, I won't hang up. I don't know. She didn't specify. But I think her name was, I know her last name is Montez.
Yeah, Celia.
Huh?
Yeah, her name's Celia Montez.
Yeah. So she said she was going to go meet with him immediately. Because, she was like, listen, we have guidelines. She goes, and he's not following the guidelines. She goes, he can't be acting like that while.
Oh. No wonder she was able to get to Sonya. Jesus Christ. He's saying what? Okay, I'm getting to that. Jesus. No, I'm not.
While he's living here.
Right.
So she said she's going to meet with him immediately to put us, we're doing something.
Okay.
Like, okay.
She can't tell you. But, well, hopefully this keeps him in I'm sorry. I can't see. I'm so upset about this. I'm moving and trying to get my medical problems now for years, and I never took care of myself physically because it was hard, especially with my son. I used to say, cool, nobody wants me to babysit. They didn't want me to babysit their kids because then I would ask if they would babysit my son, And the reason why they were afraid is because my son was breathing inhalers in and out of hospital, breathing machines I had to carry around. And so they didn't want to be responsible. And they told me we were afraid.
They don't want to be responsible. See, they don't want to be responsible for me, but I got all these disabled issues. That's why I didn't babysit. It says it right here.
We should die in our care. You would kill us. I go, yeah, I understand, but no, our children we're just babysitting our children. And I would never blame nobody if he was to die. When each of us dies, it's our time, no matter what, or where, or who, unless we're murdered. But our days, are, God knows when he's going to take us. And I would have never blamed none of you.
Yeah, see, they don't want to be responsible. It's not that they like me.
But anyway, I would literally take my son to my cousin's house and have my daughter and
like, you have all these disability issues. Let your mom take care of you. She's your mother. We do not know how to take care of you.
Her 5 kids and take them to the park because it was easier. It was easier. I guess I just needed a break. I mean, I was even able to go into the service when I was 34. At that time, I was 6. And the main reason I was going to go is I always wanted to go before, but I had bad eye vision. And so I wasn't allowed. Then I got away. I was missing that are able to drive. I had no tickets or accidents. I've been driving 45 years. And so I didn't go into the service because that was going to be my way out to escape because I was tired already. Like I told you, the first 7 years, I probably didn't say. First 7 years of my son's life, every 2 months or 2 weeks he'd be in the hospital. That was because of his heart. Back in the day, they didn't tell us if he would have been fine. And I probably would have had abortion, but God didn't even allow the dying. I had son got weeks late. I go, no problem, because he has a bit of autism. It's mostly internal.
Okay, I'm back.
The last thing was the autism. So they have those type of people have.
But your mom, Isaac, said that you were a full-blown retard. But anyhow, let's go.
Socializing, because he was too friends. He was more intelligent, so I don't. He's not using his for good. He's just like rebelling. So again, I apologize for this, but this should maybe straighten him up. What's happening now, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to the other one. Let's go to the fucking childhood claim bullshit. Okay. Ready? We watched this one. We watched this one. Okay, we watched part 5. Keeping it in the family secrets. Lashing out, surgery or death. Is this it? Lashing out. Okay, which ones have I seen already? I know I've seen 3 of them. History. You've seen part 4, part 3, and part 5. We've seen part 4, part 3, part 5. Part 4, part 3, and part 5. Okay, this has to be it. Part 5, part 4, part 3. Is this it? Real surgery or death? Talking about Flacco's mom, part 1. Okay, this must be it. Why
Now,
doesn't
with
my family like me?
Cox Internet and Mobile, the price of your plan won't go up for 3
Notice all
years,
this shit's
guaranteed.
cut up, right?
I've never been a bully.
So anyhow, yeah, this shit's all cut up. Okay. Yeah, my mom has never been a bully. She's always been never been a bully. All right, let's go.
And I'm the person that will stick up for people being bullied. And I'm only 130, 5 feet around and speak my voice. I tend to stick up for yourself, so don't start and don't hit other people just for the hell of it because you think you can, because it's not right. So I apologize for that. And me and my daughter did speak with him already. We all live far apart, and that's what we're going to try to do, to all live close together in the same city, county at least.
Trying to get
because
together.
he has too much.
All right, you guys, what do you think? All right, okay, let me get to that.
Time on his hands. When I told him he should just be, studying, doing his studies and not be on Facebook fooling around and stuff like that, and that's a positive good thing.
20 would probably make more sense, yeah.
But I got the channel. Let me look it up. I got the channel. Matter of fact, I got the channel.
I don't know. I still have that old chat on
Guess what? I'm asylum. Hold on.
All right, let's go.
So I'm sorry, he's just laughing out, at the wrong people, but he says, with each other all this time, and he doesn't want to have kids. He doesn't want to get married because of the way the world is, not just the people around him.
I want to get married.
But I told him, this needs to stop because the police are getting involved.
So I'm going to where I'm talking about the supposed alleged pedophile part. Here, I'll link it so you can see it later. But all these are on Isaac's streams.
Agencies are going to get involved, and he has to deal with those consequences.
Well, they are involved now.
Okay.
So the police are involved as of today. They said that they took the incident report, the report number. They said they were going to go make contact with them.
The police were never involved with me. All the police knows about that report I put on you, but the police has never contacted me, Isaac. So that's a lie. I never once talked to the police.
I also spoke to his property manager. She requested all of the videos of the drug streams and everything he was doing. That was at her email address. And she said that she was immediately going to meet with him about it because she said that, they do have guidelines that need to be followed with the people that do live there. I sent her everything. I just sent her the call records because he was calling me nonstop. He was calling a woman nonstop. It's like, I think what's causing it now, because he actually was
woman I called nonstop was one day. That was for the Angel VSC, and that was because I thought you were being manipulated. And that was only one time I called Angel VSC multiple times because of Isaac. But I mean, I should have backed off, but I got a little too emotional. But I don't know, it was weird. I mean, I should have. It's like, yeah, Isaac's family member passed away, but at the same time, over here being doxxed and evicted, and Angel VSC could care less, you know. Okay.
So for the past about 8 to 9 months, he was actually a supporter. So he went from harassing me to kind of liking me. You know, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And we were cool. Well, there's a woman.
Yeah, I did kind of like you, but.
And he has completely fallen in love with this woman to an obsessive point. Well, that woman actually likes me. And that's where the issues start.
Okay.
So that's why it kind of restarted all over again, because he's mad at her for liking me. He's mad at me because she likes me.
No, I'm not. I hooked you and Angel VSC together. That's a fucking lie.
Harassing her, he's harassing me. He called her nonstop last night. I'm talking like 10, 15 calls in a row. Same with
How many times do you call people nonstop, obsessively? Way more than I did with Angel VSC.
Me. You know, there's another girl that actually does like him, that lives somewhat close to him. Who, you know, who has been, like, you know, they talk, you know, and she wants to see him. They, you know, she wants to meet him, and they talk about meeting up. But then he kind of pushes her away because he's in love with this other woman who doesn't.
No, I pushed her away because she was guest mob, and I didn't really trust her and you and shit like that. That's why. And everybody knows at guest mob how that shit goes down when you're involved, trying to coordinate shit, you know.
View him that way at all, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just because, so now it's like almost like, you know, we're at the stage of obsession. He is just completely obsessed. He's completely engulfed in this false reality that he's created online that really doesn't exist in the real world, you know. And it's just a constant, you know. But with me and him, the past 8 months, it's like it's almost like he stopped harassing me, but he was still harassing other people. You know what I mean? So it's like almost like he turned his attention to other people to harass. Like I had no idea. I had no idea about the artificial leg. Like I knew about his hand.
Yeah.
You know, obviously because he's on the live stream and people viewed it. And I knew about that. We've seen him get up out of the chair and walk away, and I was like, wait a minute, why is he limping? You know what I mean? And then we asked him. He's just been like, oh, you know, I don't know. Don't worry about it. So you know what you said made sense. That you know he has artificial legs.
And that's kind of you know, maybe he didn't want to meet that girl that you said is liking him. He did tell my daughter and I about her. He says that she's in her 30s and that she has kids and she wants a relationship, but he says he's not ready for that. He doesn't want that. But he didn't say anything about the girl you're talking about. And of course, you know, he's going to keep that from us. And he might be embarrassed because, you know.
No, I'm not embarrassed because it wasn't about Angel VSC. I wasn't. Yeah, I kind of liked her, but I mean, I knew she liked you, and again, Nikki Flock, she liked me, but she was guest mob, and I didn't really trust her that easily.
His leg, you know, he wears glasses, he wears hearing aids. He just had a surgery last month where he was having trouble eating and drinking. We noticed he's never been fat, but we noticed he had lost some weight, and because we don't see him a lot of the time because we all have busy lives and work and live far away. And so when we saw him, we were surprised how much weight he lost. He was having trouble eating and drinking. So they had to do a surgery. So a 3-hour surgery became a 7-hour surgery. And instead of doing the tubing and going through his throat, they had to cut up his chest.
Damn. Yeah, that's my stomach surgery. Yeah, that's my stomach surgery. I'm okay eventually. I'm okay apparently. God wants me here. Okay, let's look at part 3. Let's look at part 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, part 2.
And so he was in the hospital for a while. He got out. So, you know, I was actually telling my daughter, you know, I'm surprised, you know, the way he is, because that's not how we are, but he's lashing out, you know. And my son is delayed, you know, in his what do you call well, he's really going through his teens. While he has been going through his teens, he's behind in his milestones. He spent most of his life in hospitals. Asthma, bronchitis. His baby stopped going when he was in his 20s, being hospitalized for breathing, which would turn into pneumonia and bronchitis. So he's come a long way. So, you know, he has some very good things about him and some very off the wall, crazy stuff, you know. And so, you know, police can get involved, social service can get involved. Where he lives, you know, I'm not even on his emergency card, and that's a big mistake that they're making, because I'm one person that he does listen to, and that's why he's manipulated, because I was his both guardian parent, both parents, and you know, the shopkeeper. So now that he's in his age, you know, I can't even be on his emergency card where he lives, and that's where I told the property manager, you're making a big mistake, and not having me on his you know, paperwork, the agencies and stuff. So anytime, you know, we could get an apartment, you get your own apartment, but in the same facility, the same building, you know, because of he could get into an elderly that also takes disability, and he doesn't want that. I said, you know, I'm not going to treat you like a kid no more. I'm not going to tell you what to do, you know, but I will. You know, I mean, he didn't even let me know about his appointments or hospitals. I really found out at the last minute he was going to have.
Well, I mean, I let her know what's going on with my appointments, but I haven't. I mean, I let her know what's going on eventually. It's just that, you know, again, she spent most of her time doing for me. It's like I need to take that now. You know, I need to take that front. I need to take that on. No. I need to take my own shit and do something with it. Now, whee! Okay. It's so hot in here. I need to take off the shirt.
Have surgery done, you know. And so he's just lashing out and doing dumb stuff, you know. It's just so crazy. But he did tell me that he was going to stop, that the police are getting involved. And I said, well, if you're going to act like an idiot and a crazy fool and you want to go to jail, you know, if you're not happy with your life right now, I mean.
Okay. You guys listening? 5 of you down. Okay.
You know, but the sky's the limit. It's up to you. But if you want to do all this stupid shit and say this shit and treat people like that's not right. I didn't know. You know, I'm very surprised that he's making fun of this woman that got her leg amputated. See, he's had 30-some years to deal with his amputation. You know, and he's just lashing out.
Yeah.
He's lashing out because, you know, a lot of it is just physical. Thank God it's not his mental. Only the craziness that he brings upon himself. But mentally, he's fine.
It's not mental,
but,
it's physical.
You know, he just lashing out. He didn't even want a cosmetic glove when he was growing up. I said, John, you want a girlfriend? You want to get married? His little name's Johnny Angel. So,
she makes a good point. But, like, the problem with the cosmetic glove is that I like the movement. I need the movement. The glove just gets in the way, so it's like, fuck it. You know, I might as well just, you know, it's like, fuck it. You know? Because I like my movement and the glove just hinders me. Can't hide all my ailments, you know? So might as well hide it. Explain afterwards if they care enough to listen, yeah.
You know, you need to get a glove. You know, let the people get to know you and like you, and not be scared of you because of your hand. You know, when I was pregnant, I was learning sign language. Little did I know God was preparing me because he did come out partially sighted and he used to wear hearing aids. And so I needed to know sign language. So his hand comes out saying, I love you in sign language.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, you know, for him to make fun of this woman that it just happened to her, you know, and he's had years and years to deal with this. I mean, every year.
What woman did I make fun of?
You know, he even has trimming of the spine, scoliosis, and that's why he had to have that 7-hour surgery because they couldn't do actual easy surgery for him because he has scoliosis of the spine, and he won't get that done because there's 50-50 chance he could end up in the wheelchair forever. Now he.
I guess entertained. Marco, why don't you just stop effing off and confront Frank because he said he's done with you? Just stop defending him. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, at least he's admitting that I'm not crazy. At least he's admitting that. He's admitting that Isaac has done a lot of bullshit to him, on him.
He hates wheelchairs. Every year he would get a new leg. This started when he was 3 years old. He would get a new leg and have to be in a wheelchair. So that's one reason why he doesn't want the surgery. And it's 50-50 chance, you know, he'd be in the wheelchair. But also there's 100% chance that he's going to die because the ribs are going into his heart.
I want to invite you to a.
There's not. The ribs have not gone into my heart yet, so
back
who's
then
that
they were
nice?
retarded,
She's
but
not
they
wrong
really
about it. I mean, she probably can, like, the ribs can't go into the heart, but it just depends on how severe the scoliosis is, you know? What is this? Interview with Flacco's mom, autism. Okay, so I interviewed, so I watched all these 5 parts. What part shows that I'm a fucking pervert, huh? What part shows I'm a fucking pervert? You guys saw all 5 parts. All 5 parts I fucking covered. Let's see his posts. Okay. There we go. Hold on. There we go. A second. Oh, there's a hassle. Here it is. Here's one. Yeah, it's so hot. Man, I want to cut the shirt real bad. Maybe I should. How many more views you think I'll get if I take off the shirt, you guys, huh? How many more views? You think people will care? I probably should, huh? We already danced, but that was that. I try to be entertaining. Okay. Shall we see what Frank's talking about? Let's see what Frank's talking about. Shall we? Yeah, Yeah, let's see it. Oh, wait, hold up. Let's see if people are talking to me at all. Well, I can't find where I'm this fucking creeper. Where? So, and I looked at all 5 fucking videos. Pretty much my mom was saying that, it's because they don't want, my family didn't want to be responsible because I have so many disabilities and shit. So that's why my family didn't want to deal with it, because if anything happened to me, then it would be their ass. Hold up. Frank's problem is that if you go on my stream, because Primo told me that was that he was Frank's real life cousin. So I interviewed Primo. I told him some of the shit Isaac did to him. So that's Frank's problem, because I told Primo that shit. I told Primo like what the fuck Isaac did to him and said to him, and the exposing and that shit, and how he exposed his number, threatened to deport his uncle, shit like that. So Frank is pissed off. I told Primo that stuff.
Asylum. Hold on. Guess Mob Asylum. Let's go down to.
Was it the Guest Mob Asylum days?
Yeah.
Oh, that channel.
Yeah, I got the channel right here.
Oh, I'm from Ireland. Roy.
That's Mob Asylum. So yeah, that's his problem. Oh shit. Frank's problem is he's okay. Well, I mean, but he does not like that I told Primo everything Isaac did to him and said to him.
An Irish potato.
Yeah. She's Irish potato.
I don't know. It could be Irish. It could be Indian. I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm Indian now.
Let's go down. It was right here. Frank's uncle is a pervert and an ear rapist.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm from Ireland.
See, when did it? Okay, this was description to see here.
So I have a question. In Ireland, do they have a lot more different laws than America?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say the laws are different and a bit more strict in America than they are here.
Okay. Well. Okay, guys. That was fun. I guess I'm gonna go now. I watched all 5 videos. I have no idea where the fuck the claim is of I'm a perv and shit, and my family doesn't like me. Clearly, I already showed the clips where my family says that they like me. My mom's, so it's like, Isaac will do his fucking narrative. Yeah, I know, Brenter, but I'm trying to show people that I'm aware of this, that think that they're trying to, whatever. All in all, I'm gonna go now. Good night. It's too hot to keep a damn shirt on. Thanks for watching me. Take care. Hope you enjoy the video. What did I title this? Isaac refuses to tell Frank's cousin. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching the stream. Thanks, Lord Benjer. Hey, Savannah. Damn, I didn't even greet you, huh? Sorry, Savannah. All in all, take care, y'all. Good night. Have fun. I'm gonna take off this shirt. It's fucking hot as hell. I feel kind of listen to. It's weird. But I do have to stop covering. I think it's pointless. But I interviewed Primo, so that was good. Good night, everybody. Take care. And again, I try to look for the thing where it says my family does, where Isaac said my family doesn't like me, so it's a kind of creepy thing that there's nothing that creepy that happened, so I can't fucking find it. I watched all 5 fucking videos, so I probably missed it or something. All in all, you can watch all 5 videos on Isaac streams, but I try to my best I can to clip it. If you guys are too TikTok brain to look at it or too busy, those who care will check them out. All in all, good night, have fun. Thank you, Lord Venture. Thank you all, Savannah. Thank you all, Tam. Thank you all for coming in. Much appreciated. Good night, have fun.